And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to present another one of those little gems which are known in theatrical parlance as a clam bake. Our entire cast will take part in tonight's drama, a London drawing room comedy entitled The Curse of the Paddingtons, or What Made the Tea Cozy. The scene of the play, naturally, is a drawing room. We discover there a parlor maid and a butler, both Cockneys, giving us that indispensable part of every story known as exposition.
Why, sci-fi? Do you know what's got the young mistress in such a state the last few evenings?
You mean Lady Fanny?
The very same.
No, what's she up to now?
Her sweetheart, Lord Scapegoat, has come home from Canada.
That heel? The master don't like him, does he?
Not half he don't. Although the young lord wouldn't be a bad bloke if it wasn't for his money.
Money? I didn't know he had any.
He hasn't. Shh. Here comes his lordship now, with Lady Fanny.
They're an handsome pair, aren't they?
Yes, Fanny. Yes, Fanny. As I was saying, it's divine to be back in London.
Yes, I've missed you terribly, Shifty.
Please don't call me Shifty, Fanny, please. I don't want you to use my old school name before the servants. I can't see why we shouldn't have a little privacy anyway. Girls.
Yes, my lord.
I want you to mung off. Mung off, I say, mung off.
Shifty, please. Not such common expressions with the servants.
Well, then how shall I dismiss them?
Just say scattergun, and they'll mung off soon enough. Now, girls, blow.
Yes, my lady.
Shifty, darling, I can't wait any longer. We must elope tonight.
I love you madly, you know that. I love you madly. But I can't marry you. I can't marry you until we've made the necessary arrangements.
Money?
Money.
Yes.
If I'm not being too personal, Fanny.
If I'm not being too personal.
I want to know the state of the Earl's finances.
My father?
Yes.
Yes. Well, of course you know. He has the shooting box in Flumpington.
You mean south of the border?
Down Mexico way. And then there's the little mews behind Grosvenor Square. And, of course, the bank.
The banks?
Yes. All in all, I should say that Peter was worth about 500,000 quid.
500,000 quid? I'm not interested in his tobacco. Has he got any tin?
Plenty. The trick is to get it away from him.
Yes, that's the trick. I have it. We could hang him.
The rope trick? No. Hanging's much too exhausting. Can't we bump him off or some other way?
The stiletto?
Oh, too messy.
Right. Revolver?
Too noisy.
Of course, I have it.
Fanny, I have it.
I know what we'll do. We'll put him in the oven and turn on the jets.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Quiet, Fanny, quiet. I hear him coming. Here's what you do. You lure him to the kitchen, my dove. I'll be waiting.
Seems a shame. But he's not my real father, after all.
Really?
Oh, no. He was my mother's 23rd husband. Oh, good evening, Peter.
Hello, Snooks. I mean, Lady Fanny. I don't feel well this evening. My blithering gout's bothering me.
Oh, really, Peter? How fortunate. I've just come across a wonderful remedy for gout.
What is it, my dear?
Oh, you simply put your foot in the oven, and the pain goes instantly.
It does?
Yes. And you go with it.
I said, what's that?
Nothing. Come with me, Peter, dear. Now, just put your foot in here.
Oh, very well. I don't feel any improvement.
Put it in further, Father.
It's all the way in now.
Oh, put the other foot in too, dear.
Sounds like poppycock to me, but I'll try it. When does it start to happen?
Right now, old boy. That's that.
Help!
I'm a wealthy woman, darling.
Good. Let's get the loot and scoot.
Not so fast, my cute. Have a look and make sure that Papa is done.
Very well. My, it's dark in here.
It'll be much darker soon.
Help! Help!
Well, that's that. And now I have all the money to myself.
That's what you think.
You enter fair and square, Wilson.
The London servant problem gets worse every year. Good night, all.
Oh, that was marvelous. But I know none of our audience wants Lou Holtz to get away without telling one of his Lapidus stories, huh? Lou, what do you hear from Sam Lapidus?
Well, Sam Lapidus, he got a girl.
Uh-huh.
He got a new stenographer. And she'd been working for Sam for 6 or 7 weeks, and Sam fell madly in love with this girl. So finally he walked over to her. He said, Elsie? Elsie said, I got to tell you what is beating beneath this manly breast. She said, I got to tell you myself because of John Alden, I'm not. He says, sweetie, I'm absolutely in love with you, and if you'll be so kindly, if you'll go around with me to the movies, if you'll go down in Central Park, if you'll go with me to the beach swimming, you're making me the happiest man in the world. So she said, why, S.L.? She said, S.L., there isn't anything that I think that I would adore more than going out with you. So Sam went around with this girl for 5 or 6 weeks. He was the happiest guy in the world, Eddie. Everything is lovely and serene. He's sitting in his office one day, and in walks a very tough-looking guy.
A real tough mug, yeah.
A real hard-looking guy. He says, are you Sam Lapidus? Sam said, you mentioned the name. You said it? You said it? He said, have you ever heard of blackmail? Lapidus says, no. You think I'll enjoy it? He says, you'll enjoy it all right. He says, I want to tell you something. This young Elsie that you've been going around with for the past 5 or 6 weeks is a married woman. Every place that you've gone, I've gone. I've got some very interesting photographs of you and Elsie, and I want you to see them. So he put about 8 or 9 photographs on the desk. He said, are these familiar to you? Lapidus says, yes, that's me and Elsie. In a rowboat, Central Park, hugging and kissing. I said, yeah, that's us. He says, yeah, that's me and Elsie in the Stock Club. He says, you got us while we were holding hands under the table. He says, that's me and Elsie in Coney Island, and again hugging and kissing. The fella says, well, what are you going to do about it? He says, what am I going to do about it? He said, I'll take 6 of those, 5 of those, 4 of those. He said, but they need retouching.